Hey guys, so today we're gonna do a little makeup routine. It's gonna be my everyday makeup routine, and I'm using all drugstore products, so falling on a budget. And all of my products are laid out here on my desk, so let's just hop right on into it. So first I'm gonna take my Neutrogena Shine Control Primer, and this is oil free, so it's not going to clog your pores or anything. So I just put a little bit on my hand, and I'm going to dab it in with my fingers. Actually, I'm going to rub it in with my fingers. And I like to focus on my T-zone and my cheeks because that's where I get super oily. And then next, I take my Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Concealer with hyaluronic acid. I don't know how to say that, but it's my concealer. And I just do 2 lines under my eyes and a little bit next to my nose. And then I take a foundation brush and my Neutrogena Mineral Shears Powder Foundation, and I set my concealer. Since we're not doing foundation, I use a powder foundation for my setting powder to get a little bit more coverage. And then we're going to take use what works for you. For me, I really like Neutrogena products, if you couldn't tell already. So I use Neutrogena Healthy Skin Custom Glow Blush and Bronzer Duo. First I take a blush brush, and then I go pretty heavy on the bronzer. And I go under my cheekbone, kind of like contour, but a little bit higher. And then I take it into my hairline. And even though I don't put primer on like my whole face and there's no foundation on my face, this really like stays on my face all day, and it applies pretty well. So I don't think you really need a primer everywhere. And then I take the blush on the other side. I take a lot of it, and I put it on the apples of my cheeks, and I blend it up into the hairline. And then I take a little more bronzer, and I kind of line my nose, like where your nose contour would go, but it's a really warm shade, so it just like warms up the center of your face. And I brush it across the bridge of my nose, and I put the rest of the product on the perimeter of my face. And then I take my NYX Duochrome highlight. This is in the shade Snow Rose. It looks white, but it has a pink shift, so it's really pretty on blush. I like a really gentle highlight, so it's not too overpowering and looks super fake. And then I go back in with my blush brush and blend it out. Now we're gonna do our eyebrows. So much fun. So I take my spoolie and brush them out in an approximate shape. I take my CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in Rich Brown. Oh no, I'm almost out. Oh, that's so sad. And I do a little bit in the front of my brow, like little baby strokes, and then I do a lot in the tail. And I brushed that out to make sure I didn't miss anything and to blend the product a little. And then I do the same with the other brow. And then I set it with my Cella Brow Defining Gel in clear. I actually don't know if this product is drugstore or not. I got it in a Birchbox box. My eyebrows are curly, so they don't always cooperate at all. So if I have some hairs that are just not going with the team, I take some nail scissors and I clip along the edge, just to trim those down. It's super simple. This brow is not really cooperating today. This is my favorite brow. Everyone has their favorite. And then I take my eyelash curler and curl my lashes to prepare for mascara. First I take my CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom mascara, and I like this one to lengthen my lashes and add a little bit of volume, and then I go in with a volumizing mascara afterwards. And the way I put on mascara is I like to go to the base of the lash and then wiggle it and blink. And I just do that like a bunch of times until they're all like looking okay. And I also do that on the bottom lashes. And sometimes it's hard to get product onto the lashes because they're so tiny. So it really helps me to like wiggle the bristles in between my lashes, and then I brush out the clumps. But some people like clumpy mascara, so if you like that, you can keep the clumps. But look at the before and after. This is just curled, and then this is just the full lash bloom. So if you want to just use one, that's fine. You can really do whatever you want to change it to your preferences and whatever works for you, but I really like big lashes. And then I take my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. And CoverGirl makes really good mascaras. I like them. L'Oreal also has good ones, if you want to check those out. And this doesn't really have that much product left in it, but I feel like the brush still does a lot of work. For this mascara, I like to go to the base of the lash and twist it up so that the bristles like pull my lashes up, and I feel like it helps them curl more. And I also do a coat on the bottom lashes. So now that I'm done with my lashes, first I take a Q-tip to clean up any messy mascara. And then I take my Essence All About Bronze eyeshadow palette. I always use this shade for inner corner highlight, and sometimes I put this in the front part of my waterline. And I put some of that same shade I used in my inner corner onto my brow bone. And I just make sure everything is blended with my finger. We're almost done. To finish it off, I go back in with my powder foundation and a powder brush, and I brush on my forehead, well, I pat into my forehead and on my chin and on my cheeks, over my blush and everything. Don't worry about it. You'll still be able to see the blush. It's fine. And then I just pat my under eyes again with my fingers. And to set it all in place, to set it all in place, I would usually take my NYX Matte Finish Finny Matte setting spray, but I just ran out. So yeah, but I don't like lip products, so I'll just use like a chapstick or something. But if I'm like actually going out to dinner or something, I will take my Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Sweet Violet if I just want a little bit of color. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and come back soon.